Hey everyone, it's summer and we're in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee at the most arresting museum in the South, Alcatraz East. Let's take a look. What do D.B. Cooper, Bonnie and Clyde, and Blackbeard have in common? They are all famous criminals throughout history that you'll discover during your visit to Alcatraz East Crime Museum. Explore American history from a different perspective. 5 unique galleries burrow deep into the studies of criminal intent, criminal profiles, the penal system, victims, crime prevention, forensic science, law enforcement, and the judiciary branch of government. The museum is 25,000 square feet and spreads over 2 floors and includes over 100 interactives. The tour starts with a glimpse into the history of American crime. Take your picture in a pillory similar to the ones used during the Salem witch trials. Join Jesse James and his crew in the Wild West Gallery. Take your best shot in the Prohibition Shooting Gallery. We're standing at the beginning of the Prohibition section of Alcatraz East with the museum's curator, Rachel. Rachel, can you tell us a little bit about the artifacts in this case?
Sure. So in addition to the Prohibition era, we talk about different eras in moonshining in the U.S. This particular copper still was confiscated in Southern Virginia in 1990, and the ATF would have to be careful not to fall into some of the traps that moonshiners would leave. They would sprinkle flour around the still to catch footprints or to string wires through the woods to see if anyone had come through. If agents did find a still that was abandoned, they would use a detonator like this to blow up the still so moonshiners couldn't come back and use it again later.
See artifacts and learn about the greatest mobsters to ever live. Try your best to crack a safe, learn about famous serial killers, and check out John Wayne Gacy's clown suits. Wrap up the first gallery with learning about assassinations and checking out the 9/11 theater. Your next stop is the CSI lab, where you can gather evidence from a crime scene and see how a forensics team uses evidence to solve crimes, as well as see how technology has evolved over the years. After exploring the CSI lab, you'll discover the consequences of crime in the third gallery, complete with a police lineup, courtroom, famous prison artifacts, and 3 different prison cell replicas. We end this gallery with a look at capital punishment throughout history. From there, you'll venture into the car gallery, complete with the Ford Bronco driven in the O.J. Simpson chase, Bonnie and Clyde's death car used in the original movie, John Dillinger's 1933 Essex Terraplane, and Ted Bundy's Volkswagen Bug. Gallery number 4 on your visit is all about crime fighting. This is where Alcatraz East honors law enforcement, with artifacts from the early stages of law enforcement to the police training area, complete with a shooting gallery, DUI goggles tests, and the very popular Heist laser maze. The museum tour ends with a counterfeit crime and pop culture gallery, full of counterfeit items, where you can try your best to spot the fake, and pop culture items relating to sports crimes and crime movies. For more information, visit alcatrazeast.com. It's so much fun, it's a crime.